Okay, lads, night 3, we're back in here. Right, back into Whacker Freddy. Come on. Can we beat our score like last time? Can we beat our high score from last time? I'm pretty sure we can. We are night 3 already. We haven't had any complications. It's quite, it's an easy enough game at the moment. Will I die? I don't know. Things are probably just going to get a lot worse. I'm going to have to try and manage my temperature as well. So that cunt in the vent will probably try and get me. I have probably the music box I might die from. If I were to say if I was going to die from anyone, it'd probably be either the cunt in the vent or it'd probably be the music box. Because I always forget shit like that. What do I want to do after this? I probably might play... Oh shit, I wasn't looking at my screen. Probably Final Fantasy Candies. Final Fantasy Candies isn't a scary game at all, by any means. Like, if you're getting scared of Final Fantasy Candies, then you should probably reconsider the games that you play. But I just think it's quite a good game. Maybe even Pop Goes as well. I don't even think... Well, Final Fantasy Freddy's fan game... Well, Final Fantasy Freddy in general isn't meant to be scary, per se. It's meant to be creepy. I wouldn't by any means call Final Fantasy Freddy's a scary franchise. I'd call it a creepy franchise, but for sure. Like Final Fantasy Freddy's 2, bits of FNAF 3, Final Fantasy Freddy's 4, I think... Well, I think the only scary game in this series was Final Fantasy Freddy's 4. But... that's just my personal. But like Final Fantasy 4 was made, as a response by Scott Cawthon, because people didn't like the jump scare in Final Fantasy 3, the Springtrap jump scare, and that really, really annoyed him, allegedly. So then he decided just to fucking go and make a scary game. Who? This?
Remember what I said about the vents, okay? Now, in today's tape, the company told me to give you a history lesson about the event that occurred here. Right.
The Blade of 87?
As you might have heard from the past, something horrible happened. Fredbear, on his last performance, which he was streaming live on TV, actually had an accident. A lot of kids went to him. And keep in mind that the investigation is still happening to this day. So we gotta be careful about words. Anyway, Fredbear's CPU crashed and he fell off the stage, crushing the kid with his weight. He cracked his skull open and there was blood everywhere. After that, we got sued by everyone. Every parent in the room tried to sue us. The press wasn't there. And we had to close down the building for a year or two. Now I know. You might be shocked by all of this, and I can assure you that I was too when I first heard about it. But we all had to move on. I'm still wondering why this place is still alive and thriving after all the deaths and complaints that we've been getting over the years. Some people do not stick around. There once was a petition in this town to burn down the building. When we survived that, I think I'll leave you here. You got 2 more nights after this one. How exciting. You're almost done. Right?
Right. Okay. So basically, moral of the story is Fredbear's CPU crashed, and which caused him to fall over onto a child and crack his head. I'm not trying to be funny, mate, but that's not a legal case you're gonna fucking win. Like, no matter what the situation is, if your animatronic malfunctions and injures a child, chances are you're not fucking winning that case, lad. In fact, if you're getting sued by every person in that room, what are you really suing them for? I mean, I suppose you could go for, like, oh, like, they scarred my child, but realistically, right, if an animatronic falls on your kid, they're going to be laughing. Well, the kid's not going to be laughing, but the kids around them would probably be laughing. Well, until they realize the severity of the situation, I'd be fucking laughing if, like, a fucking big, like, what, 6 foot or 7 foot, like, fucking robot fell over on top of someone. Like, that'd be funny. Unless, like, obviously they're really hurt, which they were, but, like, you know. Right. Halfway through the night, I can hear these cunts walking around. Okay. Now we have to wait a little bit. Just for the room to cool down a bit. There we go. So we got the guy on the left. I think that's Spring Bonnie. I didn't really get a good look of him. I don't know who's coming on the left and the right. I think it's Spring Bonnie. Oh, they're both gone. Class. Lovely. So, 2 animatronics so far. 3 including the vent guy. Well, 4 including the guy like the music box fella, but let's be honest, he's never really gonna jump scare me unless I get severely fucking overwhelmed. But yeah, fucking Five Nights at Freddy's as a series, man. Like, in my opinion, Five Nights at Freddy's has to be the best horror. If, well, I wouldn't even go as far to say horror. Has to be one of the best game franchises of all time. Because realistically, right, horror before Five Nights at Freddy's was so different than it was now. Like, before Five Nights at Freddy's, I think, what, we had SCP Containment Breach? Was that even before? It was before Five Nights at Freddy's, actually. Like, we had stuff like SCP Containment Breach and, like, Amnesia and shit like that, which, don't get me wrong, were, like, good games in their own right. Like, they were both scary games with their own, like, lore and shit like that. But Five Nights at Freddy's just really revolutionized just horror in general. Like, whenever you get a horror game, and there's, like, a point-and-click horror game, or, like, a 2D horror game, or something like that, you're always comparing it to Five Nights at Freddy's. Like, mascot horror. Five Nights at Freddy's literally, I wouldn't say created mascot horror, but it really pioneered it. And, you know, that opened the gates into stuff like Poppy Playtime, which, you know, is a good, you know, I wouldn't say it's anywhere near as good as Five Nights at Freddy's, but, you know, it's what kids these days are growing up with. And Poppy Playtime, like, I've played Chapter 1. You know, it's alright. I've seen Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 footage. I think Chapter 3 is out, right? I think it's Chapter 3. That's the new one, right? Well, the new one at this time anyway. But it was an alright. Like, Poppy Playtime was okay. It's not something that, like, I would say would be one of my favorites. Okay, come on. We can't be attacked only once. It's fucking night... It's night 3. Come on. Surely this game has to get slightly harder in night 4, right? Right, we'll save... I would have died then if I... Lad. I could have died then too. Cool. Because the light was on still. That's fucking great. 70 degrees, I'm fucked. Right, relax. Relax a little bit. Relax a tad bit. Relax. Get this up and chill. Get this up and chill. There we go. There we go. Whew. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will speak to you guys later, and make sure you watch the next episode. Goodbye.